What? You say the Balta Sea-Force is nearing us?
Anyway, this is interesting. I don't love it. I don't really hate it. It's like neat. It's fine, I guess. All this stuff with like Karja being I think Karja way back here, I'm not going all the way up there again. Karja saying like I'm Rolo was super like misleading. I really thought it was gonna be like, oh, Karja like Rolo's spirit like ended up in like a teenage girl somehow. But like I guess she's just a descendant of Rolo, which makes more sense, and that's how the Vesperia twist should have been handled. And like the stuff about the Grieger, like it's interesting, it's neat, I guess. I don't like love it, but I also don't really like have any problems with it, I suppose. I guess it'll just depend on how they play it off in this chapter and presumably the final one. I feel like there might be like 2 chapters left. I don't know if this will be the last one, but we gotta be getting close.
Yes, I made absolutely sure just a moment ago.
It's safe to assume that they're scouring around for the Sandras.
Then we can't afford to just sit back and twiddle our thumbs anymore. Might want to drum up a plan, Mr. Mayor.
Right. Cruz, are the ship's repairs close to completion?
If you give us another half day, we can get her fit to sail for a while.
Gren, I take it your feelings on the matter haven't changed?
What do you think? We won't set one foot on the Sandras if it means waving a white flag to the Sea-Force.
Ugh. Use your head, would you? It was precisely to keep us out of harm's way that Adel and Karja left. You heard what that logger guy said. There's not a thing we could do for them. Better we focus on rebuilding Karnak, don't you think?
Sorry, Dad. It's not that we can't see where you and the mayor are coming from. But it's thanks to those two that we've grown so much and made it this far.
If we don't step up and help them with this, we'll regret it for the rest of our lives. We can do more than just hold them back now, and this is our chance to prove it.
Not to mention, it's up in the air how the Sea-Force will treat us if we throw in the towel. For all we know, they'll conscript us into their ranks and force us to fight Adol and Karja instead.
Mr. Mayor, say something!
Whatever arguments you have are nothing more than opinions motivated by emotion. Thus far, I have allowed the Sandras to operate out of necessity in order to save the townsfolk. But at this stage, I can by no means permit you to take up with Adol and Karja. As mayor of Karnak, it is my responsibility to protect the lives of its citizens.
We won't ask for permission, Mr. Mayor, out of respect for your position. But even still, they're our friends. More than that, we owe it to them to go to their rescue. Won't you at least turn a blind eye? Just this once. We need your support as our friends and family.
Mirabelle.
Mira.
It's much too risky.
As far as helping the town goes. But they're only children.
Exactly.
I'm
Speaking as a
scared out of my
parent,
wits.
We cannot stay
but-
idle.
How do we go about
The
this?
choice to live.
Had the choice to live.
Senseless fools, all of you. Everyone, what we just heard speaks to the self-centered inexperience of the Sandras' crew. As such, I refuse to accompany them any longer.
I think the mayor here is being really stupid, by the way.
Instead, I will be remaining here to petition the Balta Sea-Force's aid in reconstructing Karnak.
Pops? What gives?
We have no reason to believe the Sea-Force will treat us non-hostile townsfolk poorly. I will take responsibility for this decision, as well as the ensuing negotiations.
You mean it? Yes! It's about time you saw things my way, Mr. Mayor.
We have no more business with you. Now take that boat and be off at once. Were the Sandras present, the Sea-Force would surely attack.
Rafe? You really gonna let this happen?
Time to go, Gren. The mayor made himself clear. Let's get on the Sandras and shove off.
Shall we be on our way, Rosa?
Huh? But
What's gotten into you guys?
Just come on.
Are you all out of your minds? How can we just leave them there like that?
Cruz, mind getting the goofball here up to speed?
Sure. You'd think I wouldn't have to.
It's Gren. He's got like no brains and all brawn.
But locking horns with the mayor always turns you into such a... well, such a Gren.
Why are you using my name like it's an insult? A guy can only get called a dumbass or a goofball or whatever so many times before it gets old.
Actually, I'm not really sure what's going on either.
It's unfortunate that the mayor talked some of the townsfolk into leaving the Sandras, but we've still got a decent number of people who stayed on board. Don't you think?
I guess?
The Baltus Sea Force is no longer our ally. We're on our own now, and things are only gonna get tougher. Knowing that, what do you think would have happened if we dragged all the naysayers along for the ride?
Oh, they would feel tense and on edge, dampening our spirits.
Exactly. Baggage like that would only weigh us down in combat. Heck, we could have even had a mutiny on our hands if things shook out the wrong way.
A mutiny?
At the very least, morale would plummet, preventing us from acting as we see fit. It hurts to say. I think my dad would contribute pretty strongly to that.
Then the mayor was doing us a favor?
By taking the lead, he made sure that anybody opposed would stay off the ship.
Yes. That way, we're able to function more smoothly as a crew.
Fewer hands on deck means less firepower, but staying united is what matters most right now.
Here I was thinking we'd manage to strike our own path, but it turns out we still need others to help push us along.
You think I didn't already know all this?
Huh?
He's my pops. I've got a handle on how his mind works. But be real here. Can they really ride things out on that island by themselves?
Ah, now I understand. You're worried about them, aren't you?
Like hell, I mean, not even close.
Aw, look who's finally maturing.
Hey, even small fry know how to grow. I'm not one to talk, but your father-son duo's got some personality issues.
You aren't alone, Gren. Every one of us feels the same way. But sometimes, butting heads can teach you more about each other than you realize.
Mira.
Alrighty. Sounds like you guys talked things out.
Doki, you were eavesdropping?
Of course he was.
Yep. And while I'm at it, let me share a few words of thanks. It means a lot, the way you stuck up for Adel and Karja.
Allow me to extend my gratitude as well. On Miss Karja's behalf.
Who else is eavesdropping on us?
Oh my, even Easer's listening in.
If anything, we're the ones who should be grateful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Back in the present. The Waters of Creation. That's one of Rimwell's incantations, I think.
Wait, you put yourselves through all that just to get here?
Normans help their pals out, rain or shine. That's the way you do things, right? Or what? You try to say we aren't your pals, Karja?
No, but...
Guess we lose this round.
Hi.
Seriously, just think of all the ways you've helped us so far. I can't believe you tried to up and leave before we repaid the favor.
That aside, are you doing all right, Princess? You wound up taking Logger's essence into you as well, didn't you?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't say I'm feeling too hot.
From the looks of it, you're barely managing to keep a lid on things. If you want to make for that seabed temple, the sooner the better.
Good thing we arrived just when you needed a ship. Now we can make ourselves useful right out of the gate.
Still, who could have guessed the Sea King's throne actually exists? Out of curiosity, Miss Leela, does the throne really grant whatever wish you make of it?
It won't respond to just anybody. Even should one manage to reach the throne, I must still deem them worthy. After all, it wouldn't do to allow wishes of ill intent to be realized.
Yeah, that would make a world of chaos and no order at all.
That's what I figured.
Oh.
They're all just giving her the glare.
Got something to say?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, she'll toss you into a river again. Or the ocean, even worse. You'll get eaten by a shark.
Not in the least.
All told, I have to question whether we can truly make it to the seabed temple. Navigating the Raoul Dark Sea would entail us crossing the Vortex Path.
Vortex Path?
It's a nautical region that endlessly churns with countless whirlpools. The waters there are so dangerous that even the Baltus Sea Force rarely ventures through.
Yes. I imagine it will make for an arduous voyage. We would do well to reinforce the ship in whatever way possible.
Sure. I'll give it everything I've got.
Another point of concern is keeping Karja from coming into contact with Other.
Easier said than done, though.
If she absorbs his essence, it will only be a matter of time until Rolo awakens.
We'll just have to reach the throne before he gets the chance.
No time to sit back and relax then.
Alrighty. What are we waiting for? Let's set sail pronto.
Lila's joined the crew of the Sandras. I don't know. I mean, this could be the final chapter, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have another one. Oh, a bunch of recapture skills enhanced.
Google, you're back!
You probably have a lot of side quests to do, because Chapter 8 was insanely linear. Stop me! Brutish Beast Intel, Strange Demand, maybe a certain someone is hungry. Oh, it's the Penguin. Yeah, we probably have a lot of quests to do. This is the only, like, quest. Oh, and these were... We never explored the Rogue Sea. Or the Marine Triangle, wherever that region was. Yeah, we were on the Saturday. We never explored this one, so we have 2 oceans to explore. Yeah, okay. And then we have whatever, This is where I need to go to kill the monster? Or something over there, too? What was that other side quest I said I go? Oh, it was here. I think Balta Island? Oh, no, this is a different one. I don't remember what side quest I said I was going to go back to. Regardless, we have to get all this eventually, so I think we should just, like, start knocking it out. I have, like, another 20 minutes.
Let's be off!
Alright.
Okay, no, this is the one that's in the mud. So, take me over here.
Alright, let's go!
Lots of stuff is being added. So you've come. We hear from Grimson that you have awakened as Rolo. There's no way of telling us much by your looks alone, though. Easer and you, Redhead, what are you playing at bringing Rolo here? Sandras has been marked as the target of the Baltus Sea Force. I'm sure you're aware of this fact. Only too well. As for why we're here, I just wanted to see you all again. Is that so? It was a small mercy that we allowed you to make port at all. We're gonna stamp Rolo out right here and now, after which we'll deliver your head to the Jarl. You can't be serious. I see. Balta Island's fully defended against Rolo. My time ain't up just yet, though. There are things I still need to do. What? All in all, though, it was good to see you 3 again. I'll be taking my leave now. Think you could just let me go this once? You really expect us to entertain that question? I'm well aware I'm in no position to ask for anything, but as of right now, I still manage to keep Rolo under control. If I were to get into a scuffle with capable fighters like you, that control might start to slip. You want to protect this place and everyone who you care about, and I just feel just the same. If only this Rolo business changed you into someone else entirely. That seems like a cruel thing to say. It's no use, I can't think of you as anyone other than our princess. This girl I've looked after since she was a tot, who's as much of a granddaughter to me as Mari. Ah, quit being such a sap. The lives of our families and everyone else on the island are riding on our shoulders. If anyone stands in our way, we press on, even if it means slicing right through them. That's what it means to be a Norman. Whatever feelings we might have for the princess, for our comrade, can freeze in Nibelhell. Listen here, Rolo. Your very existence is the root of disaster, so I'm gonna make sure you disappear from our waters forever. Don't worry, you won't be coming back to life once you're all minced up and fed to the fishes. What kind of fish? A shark? Gelmer, kindly take those words back. I won't allow anyone to insult Miss Karja that way. All you're trying to do is pretend she doesn't exist when she's standing here right in front of you. Yeah, stop being stupid. Shut your trap. Easer, Adol. Everyone wants peace, but it's not always possible. I was ready to toss aside any goodwill I had toward the princess if it meant protecting Felia and my comrades. But would it really be right to cut her down when she herself is fighting Rolo this very second? All we did was take our orders and run with them. With this standoff, it has me thinking those orders were premature. Now you're being just as schmaltzy as Helgi, some defenders of the island this bunch is. I just can't put up with you lot. It's just as you say, Gelmer. We're a pathetic excuse for Normans. I suppose you're right. The time to commit a decision is fast approaching. Maybe what we need is to discuss this further amongst ourselves. Princess, Adol, Easer, you're free to do as you will for the moment. We won't stop you from leaving the island either. Keep in mind, though, there are many out there who aren't aware that the Balta Sea Force is after you. I suggest you take care to spread the word. Right, sure thing. Guess this means we were able to avoid coming to blows. Indeed, I began to fear the worst for a moment. Oh, and I want to thank you guys for sticking up for me back there. Makes it easier to stand tall knowing I got you two for support. Always happy to be of service.